Well, good morning. Happy Monday morning mindset. My name is John Boggs, and this is where transformational leaders gather to transform ordinary into extraordinary. And I have a very special leadership guest with me. This is 11-year-old Logan Garcia, who has just moved from Cabo San Lucas, Mexico to the United States to start a new adventure in life living in the United States. And today we're talking about 3 words that leaders should avoid. And these same 3 words are words that 11-year-old successful young people should also avoid. So we're going to share what the 3 are. I'm going to ask Logan which one does he have a story about. And then we'll talk about how to transform whichever one he chooses into something successful. How does that sound? That sounds like some fun. So, Logan, here we go. There are 3 things that successful people and leaders... Well, let me ask you this. What do you think a leader is?
Probably a boss or something that leads people and helps them out. Help them out to get to be successful in life and in jobs and stuff like that.
That's a really great definition. A leader is someone who helps out. A leader is somebody who helps other people be successful. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. That is a beautiful definition of a leader. I'm really proud of you for thinking of that kind of a definition right off the cuff here. No rehearsing. That was just off the cuff. So let me ask you this. I'm going to share 3 words with you that good leaders don't want to engage in, don't want to do. The first one is complaining. Complaining. Do you think that successful people are complainers?
No.
No. Give me an example of what you think complaining is.
Complaining, it's like, personally for me, it's like if my mom says to do something and I complain about, like, I don't want to do this, no, I'm not going to do it. That's kind of complaining, saying something you're not going to do it,
okay.
And you're just going to whine, I guess.
Whining, yes. Whining is a form of complaining. Really good. How do you feel when you complain?
I feel bad. Because it's not something you're supposed to do anyways. It's bad and you won't be successful if you keep complaining a lot.
Okay, good point. Let me ask you this. The second word, see if you know what this word is. Criticizing. Do you know what criticizing is?
No.
I know you're 11. Maybe you don't know that word. Do you know that word yet?
Not really.
Not really? When you criticize someone?
No, I don't.
No guess on that one? Okay, criticizing is when you tell someone what they're doing is bad or wrong.
Okay.
When you tell them, you need to do that differently. You didn't do that well. Now, there can be times where people tell us that it's helpful.
Yes.
So it's interesting because sometimes telling someone, hey, you need to do this differently can be a good thing. But there are other times where people just want to tell others that they're doing wrong for no real reason. Does that ever happen to you?
Yes. Some stuff has happened to me like that, but in school they say that, but then all of a sudden I just get it right and they get it wrong for some reason.
Okay.
It just happens. So they will say that you're not doing it right and stuff, but I figured out that I was actually doing it right and they were doing it wrong. That's true.
Well, that's great. That's great. Okay. The third word is comparing. Do you know what comparing is?
Like comparing is something like you have in common, maybe.
Close. Comparing is you look at what you have and you look at what someone else has. That is a good answer. But you might compare and realize you have the same thing, or you might compare and think you don't have the same thing.
Yeah.
So let me give you an example. Let's say that you get a cinnamon roll. Your mom just made some cinnamon rolls, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and how good were the cinnamon rolls that mom made?
really good.
They're really good. Your mom's a good baker, isn't she?
Yes.
So, have you ever been in a position where mom gave you a cinnamon roll and gave your sister Lily or Emma a cinnamon roll, and you looked at the size of the cinnamon roll you got and the size of the cinnamon roll they got?
Yeah.
You have done that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Maybe not cinnamon rolls, but
other products and stuff.
Other products, okay. And what happens if you look and you notice that yours isn't as big as the one they got?
It's kind of like, kind of wanted that one, but I just have to deal with it, I guess. But even though I kind of wanted that one, I would love a bigger one. But, you can't always just like take it from them, so just...
Yeah, you can't just take it from them. Yeah, you wanted the bigger one. How do you feel when you're comparing? That's comparing is where you notice the size of the one that you got and you notice the size of the one they got. How do you feel when you're doing that?
I feel not mad, just kind of bummed, I guess.
Bummed? You feel kind of bummed? What happens if you notice the one that you got is bigger than the one that they got?
Kind of happy.
You feel kind of happy that you got the big one?
Kind of happy, but also kind of feel like, well, I kind of wish that we got the same.
So there's a part of you, even when you get the big one, that also feels a little bit wishing that it was the same. Why? Who do you feel bad for in that
I feel bad for my sisters because I bet they wanted a bigger one, or at least they wanted a pretty decent sized one, not a little small one. But...
Exactly. So let me see if I got this straight. When you're comparing, if you got the small one, you kind of feel a little bit bad because you wanted the big one.
Yes.
And if you compare and you got the bigger one, you feel a little bit bad for your sister that she didn't get a big one too.
It's kind of weird because it's just like they got the big one, but at the same time, it's kind of just like I kind of feel bad because they wanted it, but like at one point, it doesn't really make sense because if I got the small one they wanted, and I was kind of bummed, but...
So you're making a very good point, and that point is that when we compare, it never leads to the kind of feeling that we want to feel comparing. So what can we do when we're in a position where we are comparing, when we are criticizing, when we feel that we're in a mood of criticizing, comparing, or complaining? There's one move that we can make anytime we're in that position that will immediately lead us back to the kind of feeling that we want to feel. Would you like to know what that move is?
Yes.
It's to think of something that you're grateful for.
Okay.
Think of something that you're happy about, no matter what. When you're feeling like criticizing, complaining, or comparing, we have the ability to think about something different. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So let me ask you, if I were to ask you the question right now, Logan, what's something that you're grateful for? What are you grateful for?
My family, food, be healthy, staying healthy. That's pretty much what I'm grateful for right now.
So if you had the smaller cinnamon roll, and you looked and saw that your sister got a bigger one, and you noticed that you were beginning to not feel good, and you changed your thought to feeling grateful for your family, for your health, for food, how would that change the way that you feel?
Good.
You'd feel good, wouldn't you? Awesome. So as leaders, anytime we're feeling like complaining, criticizing, or comparing, we can use the power of gratitude, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So there we go, folks. I hope that you've enjoyed this Monday Morning Mindset with Logan Garcia and John Boggs. We look forward to being again with you next Monday. In the meantime, share this video with someone that you care about. Like, comment, and subscribe. And Logan, we're done. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.